Samsung, proud sponsor of Techbusters.
Welcome back to Techbusters. It's great to have you with us tonight. Now, you might have been contemplating when your new smartphone contract's up or your new phone, what size are you going to get? The sizes have all been getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it looks like the world is moving towards the world of phablets. And one of the companies that pioneered the phablet was, of course, Samsung when they first introduced the Note 1 back in 2011. And now we've seen Apple's new iPhone 6 Plus. I mean, there are so many different phablets in the market at the moment. They're talking about 1/3 of the smartphone market users are thinking of getting a phablet as their next phone because it kind of fits in between a tablet and a phone, so you don't have to carry a tablet around. So we've been playing with the Samsung Note 4, and this is, I don't know, I would say arguably the king of the phablets right now. It's a very, very unique smartphone. It's got a fantastic, fantastic camera. It was launched just last week. And the differentiator between this phone over here is the fact that it's got a stylus. Okay, they call this the S Pen stylus, and this is really the differentiator that works with this device, and you're able to scribble and write on this phone using this stylus. And Samsung have been very smart. They've really improved the functionality of the stylus considerably on this phone. The camera is superb. I know you've been playing with it around as well, Toby, but you know, we're not going to talk about specs because every phone that comes out is going to have highly improved specs.
I think right now the only one that we can really talk about is the screen size is 5.7 inches. And the iPhone 6 Plus is 5.5. So they're very similar sized. And I suppose it's time for a bit of an admission and an apology. I mean, it's time for me to say in public to all those people who told me about how wonderful phablets were and how much a Note would be.
Man? You're talking about me.
So I'd like to publicly apologize to you, Aki Anastasio, Craig Fleischer, Justin Hume, Andrew Fraser, Gordon MacArthur, all those people who said me I laughed off the phablet, and here I am using Apple's equivalent of a phablet. Why?
So you're trying to tell us that size does count.
Size does count, you know.
No, look, you know, on a serious note, it changes your whole experience. And what we are holding here, to, you know, side by side, are probably the two best phablets in the world, right? I mean, there's a Sony that could come into this picture over here, but in terms of this size, the best Android phablet in the market at the moment, and the best iOS.
It's not this size of the screen you can't use with one hand, but the more I use it like the less of it. Probably, you know, like you just have to use both hands. The less and less phone calls.
But hang on a second. You know what it's doing to me? It's forcing me to use my voice. This has got voice capability. Yours has got Siri. This has got voice capability. Yeah. It starts forcing you to use your voice. Now start using your voice.
I do. I often say, call Aki Anastasio mobile. It never understands that.
I say, phone Toby, and it starts phoning the police every time.